Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team, making the watch list video for Monday, December 4th. Sorry, I've been missing for the past couple weeks, doing lots of crazy stuff behind the scenes. Starting to get my brain back together here now, so hopefully I'll get back in the routine of making these videos for you guys. So let's get started here. I'll make the watch list and the swing trade watch list and kind of go over some things. Obviously today, it's Friday here. You can see the market had a huge pullback, lots of panic. Everybody's saying the market, you hear all these things, the market's going to crash, all this stuff with the news, but look what it does, right? It gets overextended. What's it want to do? It wants to pull back to the moving average lines. What does it do? It pulls right back down, right towards that 20 exponential moving average, bounces back up, closes above the 9. It's still in the uptrend. It's not falling. As you can see, when price kind of falls back down, people come in and buy the dip. Right down over here, close below the 20, scares you off. What do? They come in, they buy it. So again, until things change and the trend shifts, I just got to watch it. Watch these moving average lines. Obviously, when price closes below the moving average lines, that is a potential bearish sign. But today, even without the news, it's got to come back down to these moving average lines to continue forward. What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. So again, who knows if the market's going to crash or collapse or do whatever? No one knows. But obviously, when you see things happening, you got to look at the charts. And so you can see up here, it was just really overextended and it pulled back. So regardless of the news, whatever, it still in the uptrend. It's still above the moving average lines. It's still riding above it. Price is not closing below it. Again, no one's can say that it won't and won't fall, but got to look at the technicals, and obviously the technicals with the SPX, the S&P are still moving upward. So let's get into the watch list for Monday. Just to go over to the scan, you'll see I'm doing stocks between 30 cents and $10, minimum 500,000 shares with a change of percentage of at least 5% on the day. And I put the shares outstanding at 100 million, similar to float. Looking for the low float runners. Again, we try to put these watch lists out every day. Sometimes we miss them and we don't, but if we do miss sending out a watch list, come over to our fan page over here. This is our group right over here, but you can see our fan page is linked. We just call our group Stock Market Community and our fan page Bullish Bears. We are the Bullish Bears. It's just our fan page differentiates our stock market group. But you'll see on our fan page, again, make sure you like and follow our fan page because we do post our updates and we post trade ideas here pretty much every single morning. A couple days ago, we had an issue with trade ideas where we weren't able to post it. But as you can see, if we miss a watch list at night, we do post trade ideas in the morning. And all you're doing, again, with these watch lists, that's where I want to take a moment just to kind of go over here. We get some people, our group is really expanding a lot. Lots of people are coming through. We get some emails, some messages saying, what do I do with these alerts that you guys send at night? Why aren't you telling us where to buy in, where to buy out at? And again, if you haven't seen our trade alerts page, come over to our website, bullishbears.com, and read our trade alerts page. We give a whole in-depth basically what we're doing with our trade alerts, how we differentiate ourselves from everybody else. But basically, we're trying to tell people we're all about helping you to become better traders. We're not about making you dependent upon us. We're able to tell you more of the truth, expose more of the things that are going on in the industry because we're not. We have a very symbiotic relationship where we're not charging you. So we're able to tell you. The moment we start charging and become membership based, we can't really tell you the truth of the industry because we need you, like these other services, they need you dependent upon them. It's not what they're doing is not wrong. I mean, that's business, right? But if they told you that, over 90% of traders fail, if they told you that the majority of that people that pay for their services quit every few months and they recycle through people because trading is hard, it takes a lot of hard work. They can't really tell you that. And the reason for that is, these alert services, these companies that you pay for, monthly subscriptions for alerts. What happens is, a lot of newbies don't really realize this. We did the same thing, Tim, Dan, and myself. We got into a few of them when we got started. We're like, hey, we're working, we got a job. Who doesn't want free trade alert, or not even free trade alerts? We're actually paying for them, but it's so easy. Like, they can text them to us. We get in the trades, and then they tell us when to get out. But the problem with most traders, what they don't realize is that these companies already have positions already. They're already in their positions, right? And so they're set and ready to go. And then they call out a trade to their hundreds and thousands of people. And what does that do? It creates a mass herd. It's that herd mentality where then they get a whole rush of, other people coming into the stock. Obviously, more people going in creates more volume, then hits scanners like Trade Ideas. And what happens? The stock goes up. The company or the guru then sells their position, right? Now they're out of the position. What do? They call out the trade to their group and their followers, and then it's a mass exodus of selling. So, the thing is that as a newbie, you're constantly chasing, if you're paying for these alert services, when to get in, when to get out, and the majority of time you're going to lose money. That's just the nature of the beast. And so what we're doing with our trade alerts is we're telling you key areas of basically resistance areas, and we're teaching you, again, if you haven't taken our courses yet, we give you $3,000 worth of courses over here. Click on our courses on our website. You'll see right down here. If you come down here, we have $3,000 worth of courses for free. So basically, you come over to our community, you take our free courses. It's going to take you a couple months. It's going to take you a lot of hours to study. But the key is, again, we're trying to make you better traders, not dependent on us. We don't charge you for anything. We're not membership based. So we're giving you content for you to come over, take advantage of it, and learn. If you want to know what we do with our alerts at night, take our day trading course, right? If you want to know how to do the swing trading ones, take our swing trading course. You basically take these alerts that we send every night, you input them into your brokerage account. We recommend Thinkorswim. Again, we have a whole Thinkorswim tutorial course, but you'll see the alerts will end up coming back over here in your back office. If you come up to the setup button here and go to application settings, you can go into notifications and set up your notifications by text or email. So what will happen is, when a stock goes, and I'm going to show you when I build a watch list again, when a stock breaks a potential key resistance area, you're going to then, number one, determine whether you're going to take that trade. Now you can say, well, how do I know whether I'm going to take the trade? Well, what you're going to need to do is study. You're going to have to study and find out what your trading style is. Are you going to be more long biased or more short biased? If you're long biased, then you're going to watch for those key breakout levels, and you're going to determine, based upon patterns and making hundreds. You need to make hundreds of practice trades to get comfortable. So if you're taking these alerts and you're like emailing us saying, hey, what do I do with your alerts? I don't know what to do with them. If you're trading with real money and you don't know what to do, then you're going to lose money. We tell people, make sure you practice paper trading, hundreds of trades. We're giving you the guides, we're giving the alerts. See, what people don't realize, it would actually benefit Tim, Dan, and myself to, well, number one, charge for what we offer, charge for our alerts. But number two, even if we didn't, right? Let's say we just did free alert services, right? If we got our positions ahead of time and then called out trades to you guys, we would still benefit because, again, we have a huge following. We just started a new trading room again, but we have constantly people coming in. We're going to, in the end, we'll have hundreds, if not thousands of followers in our trade rooms that when we call out trades, they'll be coming in and out of the same trades that we are. So in essence, even if we didn't charge a membership fee and we stayed free and we got our positions ahead of time and just called the trade alerts out, you're going to come into our position after let me rephrase that. We're going to get our positions ahead of time, and then you're going to chase into a position after us. We would then sell, and you're going to chase us out of it. So it's in our best interest, Tim, Dan, and myself, to actually have, call out trades. But we don't do that because we don't want to hurt you guys. Again, we are a community that's all about teaching you how to trade. And, trading's hard. Statistically, again, over 90% of you listening to this video, or 90% of traders in general, will fail. That's a statistical fact. You got to remember something. We are all competing against each other. So even as a community, our trade room, with all of this, we are still going up against each other, and we are buying and selling and competing against each other. That's the nature of the stock market. It's a brutal game. It's hard. So my point being in all that is we are all in competition with each other, and we're trying to level the playing field and make it level for everybody. And that's just by teaching you to become a good trader. So if you want to know, if you're somebody that's like, hey, I want trades, I want you to tell me what to do, then, we tell people, hey, maybe we're not the service for you. Maybe you want to go pay for an alert service somewhere else. But just know in the end, you're going to probably fail as a trader that way, depending upon somebody else to tell you when to buy and when to sell a stock. Again, 90% of traders fail, if not more. And even the best traders in the world, these gurus and companies that are calling out trades to you, the best still only succeeds 60 to 70% of the time, which means on 35 to 40% of their trades, if not more, they're still losing money. So if they're losing money on 40% of their trades, and then they're calling out trades to their followers, I mean, what's that going to do to them, right? So that's why we're not doing alert services. Again, in the end, our whole model that we're doing, this faith-based, donation-based model is, we're kind of having faith that if we do what's right for our followers, build big enough community, then eventually we'll get paid in different ways, through sponsors, stuff like that. But that's going to take a long time for us. We need to create a big following. And in the meantime, Tim, Dan, and myself, we're sacrificing a lot of income coming in to do that. And it's, obviously it's hard. Once you go this route and give everything away for free, it's hard to go and turn down the road and start charging. But we're willing to kind of take this risk. So my whole point being in all of this is we're all about teaching you how to become a good trader. Again, read about our trade alerts more if you want to understand. But all you're doing is taking these alerts, take these watch lists every single night that we send to you, put them into a watch list like Thinkorswim. Again, if you want to know how we do it, take our Thinkorswim course. And then just input the alerts. And what's going to happen, your alerts will come over here like this, and you can set up your email and your text alert service. So then when stocks break key areas, if you're long bias, you're going to potentially take a stock long. You're going to map out support and resistance like I'm going to show you in the charts in this video. And every single day, watch our watch list videos, take our courses, and every night you're going to want to take these alerts, input them into your brokerage account, map out your support and resistance, have a plan, and every single day get in and practice trading. Read our disclaimer on our website, guys. If you're over here, if you're new, you want to know what's going on here, again, just read our disclaimer. We're not responsible for any trades you make. This is all on you. So basically, we're giving you all of the tools to succeed. We give you the courses, we give you the watch list, we give you the alerts. We also give you a free trading room to come in and shadow us. Take advantage of all this stuff. If you need more coaching, obviously you can click coaching here. Sorry, I haven't made a watch list in a couple weeks. I'm trying to give you guys some updates, trying to answer some questions that people ask. But bottom line, moving forward, if you want to succeed as a trader, it's going to take hard work, getting in there every single day and doing what everybody else is doing. And it's trading is hard, and it's just having a proper game plan ahead of time. So that was my rant. And let's get into the watch list. So again, I'm going to map out some areas, and then, it's up to you. If you're going to take them long, you're going to take them long. When an alert hits, again, you have to watch the patterns intraday, watch the movement, watch level 2, watch time and sales, watch patterns, watch candlesticks, take our courses. Again, we provide you free courses if you have any questions. But it's all going to be a judgment decision, and it takes lots of time and practice to feel comfortable. If you're more of short biased, then if a stock's broaching a certain breakout level, if it rejects, then that's a potential for you to take it short. If you also, there's other traders that are saying, I'd rather just let the stock break out, find a top, and short it at the top down for a reversal. Again, that's a total way that you can do it. We can't tell you which way to do it, which way is best. That's going to be your own decision. So when we make these alerts, they're key breakout areas. You determine whether you take it long. You determine whether the stock goes up and you find a top and short on a reversal, or you determine if the stock goes to those levels of the potential breakout areas and it rejects and you take it short. Again, it's all going to be in your hands. So let's start with PXS. Obviously, this one's kind of a tough one here. You'll see it's just kind of lots of volatility, that's for darn sure. I'm not going to put that one on the watch list. TGC, another one, don't really like that one. OHRP, let me just delete this. This one's got some potential to it. So where did this finish off at? 128. Where was this? The top was 140. Actually, towards after hours, it kind of was kind of holding here. So obviously, you've got to be careful of psychological resistance points, whole and half dollar amounts. So if you were to get on this one at the break of the high come Monday, if it breaks 140 or 139, you want to be careful of 150 and then see where it goes from there. So this one, I'm going to put this one on and I'm going to set an alert. I'm going to change the color here to at or above 140. Be careful again at 150, and then if it breaks 150, it could have some run. There's a potential gap to fill up in these areas here. You'll see the gap on the daily. Again, there's no guarantees that stocks will go up that high. But perfect example, alerts at 140. If it breaks 140, you decide whether you're going to take it long, being cautious of areas of like 150. You could also let it break, see if it breaks above 150, and then decide if it holds over 150 to take it up further. Or you can let it break 140, let it find a top, short it down on a reversal using these areas as support. Or you can watch for the price to go broach up to 140. If it rejects, then look at other areas of support kind of on the way down, and see what you're going to do from there. So that's just all you're doing is, again, taking these alerts. This is the key area. Again, if it breaks above the high of day today, there's potential continuation upwards. No one can predict what's going to happen. That's why you have to look at candlesticks, patterns, intraday, level 2, time and sales, and make your own trading decisions. No one can make them for you. Just practice making hundreds of practice trades in a virtual account until you get comfortable doing this. So OHRP, I'll put it on the watch list. Don't necessarily love it, but that is what I'm looking at. Just trying to give you guys, again, I haven't talked to you guys in a while, kind of just give you the psychology and what I'm looking for behind the scenes, my thought process. When looking into trades, don't like WAC, here we go. This looks a lot better. So this is a lot clearer of what I'm looking for. Stock held its highs for the day, clear pattern. Right here you can see some resistance, previous resistance. What the heck, why is that doing that? That's weird. So I want to see at or above 220, what is that, 227-ish area. And I'll make that red to see it a little bit better. Then you have some resistance over here at 245. I'm going to make it 250. It's a half, psychological resistance point. And then it kind of goes up from there. You got to look at all these levels here. There's so many different areas of resistance, obviously, kind of going up from here. You got to sometimes just got to eyeball it and gauge it. But if the stock breaks 227, then you're going to either, again, decide whether you're going to take it long or let it, form a top for a reversal, or you're going to see if it rejects at 227 and you short it down, looking at some of these areas of support, kind of these areas here. So it's all about mapping out support and resistance, determining whether you're going to take a stock long or short. The alerts, again, just potential key breakout areas, and then you decide what you're going to do on your own trading style. So these marijuana stocks have been running. That one's going to go on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not more on here for these marijuana stocks. I thought MNTR might be a marijuana stock. I'm not sure, but so you can see this one's got some resistance right at that 127. So be careful. That's that 200 SMA. So we'll put an alert at or above 108. Again, you can say, well, why would I take a stock at 108? With it being resistance at 127. Again, that's totally up to you whether you're going to do it. As day traders, you're just using money as leverage to get a quick scalp. Does everybody want to make 50 cents or $1 plus in every trade? Of course. But scalps, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents. That's what you're doing as a day trader, and you're using a bigger size account to leverage it to make more profit. So if you bought 5,000 share position and made 10 cents, that's $500 on a day. That's really good money. Again, it's all a matter of what your trading style is and what you're looking to do. I'm just showing you the areas of potential continuation forward. We're empowering you with the alerts to make your own trading decisions, and we're not making you reliant upon us. We're teaching you, again, the psychology of what it's like to be a good trader, to empower you with your own trading decisions, to make you a better trader. And this is all we're doing. When I'm making these videos, I'm just showing you what I'm looking at. I don't know if I'm going to trade this. There's no way to predict it. I'm going to look at pre-market volume on Monday. I'm going to see what's happening. I'm going to see the patterns. I'm going to see what's going on here. And it's either going to be a dead trade or it's not. If I have a trade list with 10 stocks on them, I only might trade one stock, or I might not trade any of them at all. I might look at I look at trade ideas every morning, but I might take something off of there instead, or something on trade ideas might not be running pre-market, and then when the market hits, trade ideas pulls up the live scans, and I just absolutely love their high day momentum scanner. So I live off that momentum scanner because it shows what's running. So again, if you want to pick up trade ideas, we have a 15% community discount. The link is below in this video, but again, we can't trade without trade ideas. So we make our watch list at night, but most of our trades come off of trade ideas. And if you think about it, if something is moving from our watch list at night, in the morning, it's going to be on trade ideas. So honestly, I make these watch lists. They're really good for you guys. One or two might be running pre-market, but I really trade every day off trade ideas. Because whatever I put on the watch list at night, if it's running, is going to end up hitting trade ideas anyway. So I do my watch list as well as using trade ideas. Next stock, AMPE. Nope, don't like it. MCF. It's potential if it can get over that 20. If it can get above that 20 EMA. So the 9 is the blue is the 9 EMA, the red is the 20, the purple or that pink or purple, whatever the heck that is, that's 50, and the black is the 200. Obviously, moving average lines are psychological support and resistance areas. So people are paying attention to those, as well as whole and half dollar amounts. So if it can clear that 20 EMA, it's got a chance. I don't know if I said what I said. This is so the 9 EMA, 20 EMA, 50 SMA, 200 SMA. I'm not sure what I told you guys, but if it can clear this 20 EMA, there's some room to run to potentially go up further. So I'm going to put at or above whatever the heck that is, 316. And what will happen, again, if it breaks above those areas, it might continue to run. But if a stock breaks above an alert level and then falls back down, that's a potential sign of weakness. Lots of times they're fake outs, but other times it's obviously a sign of weakness. So you want to see it, if it goes and breaks, if you're going to take this long, you want to see it break 316 and hold, and then obviously watch for these other areas of resistance. So MCF, I will put that on the watch list. QMCQF. That doesn't look bad. I just don't like stocks with 5 letters. I just don't seem to like them. Mara Man, this one's been on everybody's radar lately. Where did it finish at? 495. What is? So you have some resistance at 553, at 514. Those are some odd levels. It's kind of bull flagging here. It's just some indecision. I don't love the pattern on it. So again, I'd probably just watch it, see if anything's popping up. If trade ideas come Monday morning, this thing's running. I don't like the pattern now. It just looks ugly to me. But come Monday morning, pre-market, this can either could be tanking or it could be up here and then give me a clearer sign. I'd like to see it get above this 557-ish level for it to potentially go up. But look, I mean, there's just so much volatility in it. It's just a little tough to trade. That's why on the watch list now, I don't like it, but I'd have to see it to day trade it. Again, lots of these stocks, I wouldn't hold more than a day or two. Again, you swing trade them because obviously you got to be careful. They get a couple day run and then they just boom, they just crash down. They're garbage stocks. These are small cap stocks. They're meant for day trading. They're not meant for investing long term. And you just see they're just all these. That's what it is. Just hunters of volatility. That's what you are as a day trader. You're a hunter of volatility. You're looking to get in or get out. If you're swing trading, you're looking to hold these positions for a day or two. And just again, when a stock breaks out, you write up the momentum, take your profit, get out. Don't get greedy. CASI, let's see here, 325. Yeah, again, I just don't like these wicks on it. Obviously, I'd like to see it get above that 389 area, but then you have $4. I don't like that pattern. VSAR. This one's possible, but I think this looks like it's a 5-cent spread stock. These weird candlesticks, I don't like these. I don't like those 5-cent spreads. Nope. Yuma, nope. MRDN, nope. EYEG, that's potential. Let me see here. So, and I got some resistance right here at that 130 marker. Yeah, I don't like it. TNP, that's not bad. Let's see, it's got to clear that 429 marker. Then you have some resistance at 445. Not the greatest, but it's a potential, this one got a little potential. Again, for a potential scalp, you have a little bit of a gap area in here, this 432, then kind of up in here, you have it between the 443 and 445. So this one could potentially have some movement. I'm going to put at or above 430. Again, you got to watch it. No one can tell you if this is going to be something to trade unless you see what's happening, in the pre-market and then live market. Again, so perfect example, right? So you see something like this. If we were a paid alert service, right, and you're paying us to give you alerts, and then we didn't even give you any of this, you had no clue of what these alerts are. Then you come into our trade room in the morning, and then we just literally say, in TNP, right? There's big name trading companies that won't even tell you their entries, right? They just say in TNP, and now they have hundreds of their followers scrambling to get in TNP. Meanwhile, that trader's not telling you, hey, I'm looking to get out before a resistance level here, right? So now their followers come in, they get in TNP. So maybe this big trading company gets in at TNP at 430 at the break of this alert level, right? They didn't tell you when they're getting in. They just said, hey, I'm in it. So now they're in at 430, and now you guys start coming in. Their followers start coming in at 435, 440. Again, it's getting closer to this resistance area. And meanwhile, that big trader or that group says, they know they're going to hit some resistance here. So now they got in at 430. They see full resistance at 445. They're like, hey, I'm just going to make a quick 10-cent scalp. I got my 10,000 share position. I'm up $1,000. And so meanwhile, they're dumping at 440 right before resistance at 445. Meanwhile, you just got in at 435, and now it's dumping right at 440. You're scrambling to get in. Now you're scrambling to get out. And then meanwhile, this thing hits resistance. A wall of seller comes back in, and boom, it shoots back down to 425 or below. And you're just that's what happens when you're relying on these trade alert services. But what we're doing is we're telling you right here, this is what we're looking at. We're going to look at a break of 430. We're going to look at the resistance up here. And again, we may take a trade or not. We got to watch the movement of it. But we're giving you the same thing that we're looking at, right? We're telling you the same things that we're looking at, and we're making it a level playing field and not making you reliant upon us. I hope you guys see the value in it. It's not sexy. This is not a sexy way to do it. It's a sexy way to do things is to charge membership fees for trade alerts and show you our fancy cars and all of this stuff and promoting some crazy lifestyle like we're some awesome rock stars, but we're not. Tim, Dana, and myself, we're learning along with you guys too. We're not millionaires. We're just learning alongside you guys. We teach you as we go. But even in the end, when we become even, a lot better traders, we're not going to be promoting that kind of lifestyle. We're all about trying to help you become better traders. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So I hope you guys see value in this. And again, trying to just take you behind the scenes of our thought process when taking trades. Again, some of these I don't even really like it. Some watch list days are better than others. This is one I'm just not really liking the setups, but we can't create something if it's not there. Today was a bloodbath with, a big drop, but again, it's still, the market's still bullish. It's still heading upwards. And that's why we use, again, a scanner like Trade Ideas. Sometimes you'll see me put stocks on here. I might have 10, 12 stocks. And other days you might have 4 or 5 and that's it. And that's where, again, having a scanner like Trade Ideas really helps you to find the live plays because Trade Ideas is live movement. So when the market opens, it's scanning for what is moving live in the market. This one I like a little bit better, QTM. I'm going to put this one at or above 568. I'll change this. I like changing the color. It just helps me to see it better. So an alert at or above 568. You're going to look at some resistance, obviously around $6. This candle wick rated at 611 is one as well. And you can see you have a 9 and 20 crossover. That's bullish. Price is closing above the 50 SMA. That is bullish. It's away from the 200. So that's good. And there's some room to go. So QTM is one to look at. I like that a little bit better. Again, I like the ones that are holding their highs on the day, has some room to run, a nice window to run with not some crazy overhead resistance, right? So I kind of like that one. That QTM has a better pattern. SN, let's see here. This one's got some potential. At or above 572. You don't really have any resistance up until the SMA up there. Obviously right around $6, there's some resistance as well. Always hold whole and half dollar amounts. So we can put at or above 572. Don't love it. It's still kind of a weird pattern, but it's still kind of hovering around its highs, kind of a bull flag area. So I'll put at or above 572. SN, BDSI. This looks like a 5-cent one. Yeah, I don't like it. Like how it's holding its highs. The pattern's terrible, and these candlesticks, they're just ugly. EVEP, nope. DPW, nope. Again, when you look at something like this, it's just garbage. How do you trade that, right? Now, again, it looks like it's a pattern. It could break out if it breaks above this $2 level. It could run again. But these are not like your investment stocks. You can tell. These are just, look at it. They're just all traders trading them intraday. Garbage stocks that just like, I don't know nothing about it, but look, this is not a very reliable looking pattern. It's all traders trading it. That's it. CYCC. Let's see here. This one's got some potential if it breaks $2, but it's got these levels here. I don't really like it. Just too much of these resistance levels, but if it could break 226, then it has a gap up that it could potentially go into, but I want to see it clear this area first, which is the start of that gap, so I don't like it. RSYS, no. MGTI, look at another one. Just look at this. I think this has to do with Bitcoin or something, this one, but because it's all over the place. ADMP, no, Joan, FNKO. No, I don't. It doesn't go back very far. I don't know if it's not that old or what, but I don't like it. BLPH. So this is potential, but then it's kind of. I don't like these ones as much either because you don't know how far it's going to go. If it's already breaking a yearly high, I mean, it can go to a weekly chart, but I don't really like that one right now. GNMK. No, too close to the 20. Potential though. I mean, it's got some, does have some potential. Let's see, 475 up to 5. Don't love it. ESNC, no. And ANW, don't love it. So again, as you can see, not as many plays, but it would make sense if you, again, take a look at the SPX today. It was a crazy, volatile day. So that's the daily watch list. Let's go over to swing trade. This is one where we do several different scans. Let me go over to here. Let me edit this and change it to Monday's date. So that is 12/4-4. Let's see if any of these we're keeping on here. Okay, so we had that one set up above $13, still moving upwards. Let's see if we'll keep this one on. Navi. Don't love the pattern, but it's still it's still holding up, so it could still have some potential movement to run. 1311, then you have, let's see, at or above 1311, 1396, you see this window up as well as this 200 SMA. This one's got some room to run if it can continue upwards. Again, swing trading, there's so many different ways to swing trade. Nobody can tell you how long to stay in the position. That's going to be up to you. We're doing the same thing, looking for breakout areas, but now with stocks that might have a little bit more legitimacy and might run for a couple days or a couple weeks. So when you see these alert areas, if you get in where it breaks above, let's say 1310, then you're going to decide, are you going to hold it all the way up to here, or are you going to take your profit along the way? Or are you going to just hold in and stay this thing until it stays the course and breaks down? Again, it's all up to you. Nobody can tell you when to take your profits. We just always suggest that people make sure that you take your profits. You can always look for reentry. But this one, again, it's creating higher lows. It's still moving up. It's getting above the moving average lines. There is a window up, which is resistance. So if you got in above 1310, you decide when you're going to sell it, but Navi might be potential to keep on there. So this one, I'm not going to keep FHN on there. SVU, don't like it. DGX, still holding up. So you can see we had this. We had called this out a few days ago, or not called it out. We had it. You'll see these are ones that I had on my watch. I'm not a big swing trade guy, so I put these on, and I'm more day trading, so I kind of go back and check them when I'm re-updating watches. But as you can see, we had an alert on this thing at 97.55. It's already at close to $100. So you're up. What is that? 250, and it still can continue up. It still hasn't filled that gap yet, but obviously when it fills that gap, be careful. So DGX, I'm not going to put it on right now. It's getting close to up in this gap, but it still has room to go. T, not going to put that one on. So we had it on, as you can see, where I had this level where it broke, and as you can see, so this is what happens. We called this out a couple days. We put it as an alert. If it broke, and it 36.52, which it did. So it went 36.52, but nobody can, again, know what a stock's going to do. It broke above 36.52, and it went up to, what is that, 36. 54 to 36.92. So whatever, that 40 or 50 cents, big deal. But you know, if you bought shares, that's 50 cents a share. If you bought options, you can have gotten some movement on it depending on what it, you know, what it, how many contracts you got, and it's still moving up. I mean, it could be a potential bull flag, but it's kind of weird. These candles, it's tough, but to decide, but it's still above the moving average lines. Still could move upwards. You still have this gap that could fill up. It still could potentially keep going up. I just don't like the pattern of it right now. CBF, I'm taking these ones off. So basically, this is where you're going to decide as a swing trader how long you're going to potentially stay in. If it breaks, that's all a matter of your risk tolerance. So let's look at some new ones here, see if any are popping up. 26, no, not going to use that. PTLA, nope. Don't like it. Doesn't mean that some of these aren't good trades. I'm just trying to give you guys the ones that might be the ones that are most likely to break out. Aha, like this. Well, like this one. Where is this one for the gap? 40.73. So you have a potential gap fill. So now this one's at 40.09 to 40.80. That's a potential gap fill. And now that's resistance, you know, right up here. But there is a chance, you know, again, if this were to break 40.10, I'll put, you got to be careful of resistance right here at 40.80, but that's still a 70-cent potential move. And, you know, who knows where it can go from there, but it's one to keep an eye on. CAR, CPE, no. DO, no. HPE. Yeah, another potential. So this one's at 14. I put this at above 14.50. And then you have the gap of that 14.66. I don't like that one. Not enough reward. What is this? NFX. No, don't love it. HES, no. AMCX. I'd like it if it got above the SMA there at 50. ECA, COP. Again, it takes patience. You have to have a lot of patience with these swing trade stocks. You might go, you'll see I'll have 3 or 4 scans, and it might take me a while just to find just less than a handful of them. But that's what swing trading is. It just takes a lot more patience, and you're just using money, again, as leverage to make your profits. Take your profits, get out, look for entry. You know, it's tough to see on these stocks like this, you know, like when a stock's moving and doing runs like this, there's just so many areas of resistance. But there is a chance, like for instance, this stock right here, if it breaks above this 73.10 area, it could have a chance to go up to potentially this area here of, let's say, you know, close to $74, right? It's going to hit some wall of that resistance up in these areas here. But if the stock broke, you might have a day where it might run from 73 up to 73.83, make 80 cents. You know, take your profits, get out. You know, so it's again all a matter of what your risk tolerance is. But this is again, it's such a, how do you know what this thing's going to do? You know, that's why we tell people when you get in, take your profits, look for entries. Don't get too greedy. Don't like that one. AER, no. BEN, no. XOM, no. STT, nope. These ones are crappy. Let's go to the next scan. Some of them will be duplicates. 21. So, yeah, I don't like these ones with 5 symbols, but you know, so this one breaks 42.18. This one has some room to run. I wonder if they have any options on this one. No options. Nah, not putting that on. Navi. Okay, we have that one on. HAL. No. KYN. No, too close. I like how it's holding its highs, but too, well, let's see here. 1582 to 1629. Not enough reward. TIF, no. GPOR, nope. Dino, no. PZZA, pizza. Yeah, I saw someone posting about this today in the group. This one's a perfect example to look at. Look at this. Held its highs right above a psychological whole dollar amount. That's $60, whole dollar amount. But look at that has a good window. There's some little resistance there around that 60, 64 area. But if this can break 60 bucks, it potentially has some room to go. And it's, again, the EMAs are not crossing yet. This is when you're getting in on potentially early, but there's definitely a lot of reward to the risk if it potentially goes up further. If you got in at a break above 60 and it starts crashing down below, 58 to 60 again, that's a problem. Potentially, again, it could fall. You can see like this, stock falls way down here and then the buyers come back in. But either way, at or above $60. Make sure you pay attention to what people talk about in our trade room as well as our community. There's lots of great information. There's so many different traders. Our trading community on Facebook, there's people that are day traders, swing traders, long-term traders, lots of different just great information of people that are things that people are looking at. And if you're looking to do more day trading, our day trade room, we're in there talking every day. Like I said, I've been kind of absent the past couple weeks. Dan's been super busy too, but we're going to put a lot more focus in there moving forward. We're just trying to do a lot of things in the back end, but that's where, again, that's the importance of this, where we're giving you the tools and empowering you, right? If you guys just literally are paying attention and you took our courses, right? I'm going to give you a little tip. If you come over here to our day trading course, right? Free course, save you $1,000 day trading, right? If you just look around, type in day trading courses online, you'll see that there are at least $1,000 elsewhere. If you come down over here, I'm going to give you a little secret. If you just go down to our, where is that? How to create a watch list. Which one's that? It's in here, or maybe I put it in their momentum one. Let's see, give me 1 second. Watch this video, Sink or Swim setup. It might be under a momentum course. momentum one gives you more advanced setup. There's one that I did, which is how to create a stock watch list. Right here, momentum trading course, how to create a stock watch list. You watch this right, this one right here, this video, how to create a stock watch list. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing right now in our videos, making these watch lists right over here. If you want to do a swing trade one, you come over to swing trading and you come right down over to, what's going on with my internet right now? It's wicked slow. Goodness. Come down over to swing trading scanner setup right here. Take this one. What the heck? Why is this? What? Did I put the right course? Let me just see a second here. Give me 1 second here. I've made so many changes to our website. I think I just found I have to add the link in over here to Swing Trading Scanner. So if you come over to our YouTube, I'm staring at my screen. I've looked at this our courses so much over the past few weeks, just making all the changes. But if you come over to our videos and you come over to Swing Trade Stock Screener, this tells you how to do it. So I'm going to go and input this and make that change. So look out for it in our course. But right here, this one that's a Swing Trade Stock Scanner, I'll put that right into our course. Again, Trade Ideas is our scanner that we love, but for some reason I didn't put the video in there. I'm glad I made this video and now I'm seeing it. So that basically tells you how I set up my swing trade scan. So basically those videos in the courses over there are telling you what we're doing. So if we forget to make or not forget, like if we're busy, we're not making a video or a watch list or alerts, we tell you how to do it. You got to put the effort in and be able to input it and do it. But this tells you, again, how we set up the alerts and our scanners. We tell you exactly what we're doing, and we're not charging you to do it because we're all about helping you to make good trading decisions. And oh, PZZA, pizza is Papa John's. I did not know that it was Papa John's. Interesting. So SCGOAS, MD, Quartz. Not a lot that I'm liking here. Let's see this one. At or above $15. Don't love it. KO, MPC, and WMT. Not great. Let's go to the next one. Again, with these swing trade ones, it's a little bit more difficult because you're looking for more than just stocks that are holding their highs on the day. You're looking for crossovers, these like EMA crossovers, trying to catch potential moves. And these scans all look differently depending on what you're looking for. This is a 920 scan. You can see the 9s crossing over the 20. So some again are duplicates, frac. Let's see here. No. If that got above 39, what is that? 50-ish area, that's potentially one. You can see the EMAs are starting to potentially cross over and pinch. That's one to keep an eye on. What is that? 39. I'm going to put it at 39.50. I don't love it yet, but just to be safe, if it breaks 39.50 and gets above those EMAs, that's potentially one to take a look at. That 50 SMA. That's potentially one to keep an eye on. AN. WLL, new. 1444 to 15. That's one I saw before. I don't like it. 79.81. If it breaks $80, could have a chance to go to 81. 80 to 81. $1 potential move. I mean, it's again, $1's a dollar. I'll put that one on. Again, you got to be careful. Take your profits if it breaks. So I'd put at or above $80. RY, NVCR, ARMK, 43.07 up to 44. 43.15. This one's got another potential dollar or so move in it. And don't love it. WSM, no. 33.19. You want to see it. There's that gap, 33.27. 33.84. Don't love it. AER. CF. No. FRC. So yeah, that's the watch list. So again, there's it wasn't the greatest. Today wasn't the greatest of days. Lots of crazy volatility. But again, as a day trader, you're looking to scalp, make your 10, 20, 30 cents. You're looking for at least one good trade a day. Some of on these watch lists, one or two will move, but then Trade Ideas finds the ones that really pop up. Trade Ideas they always have at least one really good mover a day. And then usually Trade Ideas will find 2 or 3 parabolic ones a week. If you're looking for whatever, how to find the parabolic moving stocks, Trade Ideas finds them all. There's not a parabolic stock that I've ever seen that's never hit Trade Ideas. So again, you'd have these watch lists at night, but the ones that are just running and moving up $2, $3, $4, there's been lots of those that have happened several times during the week. We talk about them in our trade room. Make sure you come and join us. Where we're just talking about looking at trade ideas, seeing what's popping up, and taking a look in them in our trade room. They're coming across trade ideas every single day. So you're looking for a good trade or two a day with day trading, making your 10, 20 cents, using your money as leverage, not getting too greedy, getting in, getting out. Swing trades, you got to be more patient. you're looking for maybe a couple good swing trades a week, not a couple a day. I mean, of course, you'd love to get a couple a day, great. But if you find one or two really good swing trades a week and you just buy more options contracts or just more shares, with obviously good proper risk management, you can make a lot of money that way. If you bought 10 options contracts and a stock moves up $1, that's $1,000, right? So that's $1,000 a week. If you want to make more, you buy more contracts. If you're buying shares, 1,000 shares of a $20 or $30 company, you might put a $20 or $30,000 in. But if that thing moves up $1 in a day or two, you get out. You take your profits, you get back. Obviously you're looking at support and resistance, but again, take your profits. So we're, again, with these alerts, you'll set them up, you see them back here. All we're doing is we take these alerts, the day trading and swing trading ones, we email them out to you. We try to do every day. We miss usually a day a week or so. But if we miss it and you want to know how to do it, take our courses. Again, look at the videos I showed you. We teach you how to set up and do that yourself, and then come into our trade room. Head over to our fan page on Facebook. So again, if you're not a member of our community yet, make sure you come and join us over on Facebook. We have our stock market community over here. You can see here we're just about to break 20,000 members. We're growing like crazy. So this is where you post all your questions and talk to people. And then you come over to our fan page over here, Bullish Bears. And you basically just like and follow our fan page. And like I said, every morning we post trade ideas over here. So you'll take our watch list, use it in conjunction with trade ideas. And with trade ideas, you're just going to look again what's moving pre-market. Some of these ones that are the top gappers, you're going to map out support and resistance, just like I've been showing you in this video. You see what's moving over there. If it's different than our watch list and something's better and it's a better pattern, then maybe you're going to watch that instead of some of the ones on our watch list. And that's basically what you're looking to do. Just looking to scalp and then come into our trade room, open up your virtual account, come and talk to us. You'll see over here on our website, our trade room up top over here is right down over here under trade room. When you click on it, you'll see that this new window pops up over here. And look at that, right over here, you can talk to people. There's still, I guess, some people in there talking right now. So even when Tim and Dan and I aren't in there, people still talk and chat, and they just all day long talking about stuff, right? So you basically open up your virtual platform, have a window open like this here with the trade room. So just have a second window open here. Come over to Think or Swim. You have your alerts. You're looking what's going on over here. Then you're coming over here into our trade room. You see your people talking. Somebody's talking about, hey, PXS. So you come over here. Okay, what's going on with PXS? Let me pull it up here. Let's take a look at it. And obviously PXS had a really crazy day today. So you can see this is a perfect one. I just haven't been trading this week. I've been so focused on our business stuff, but my goodness, this one looks like a perfect one. Look at that. Just riding this is the 5-minute chart. Look at this. The 9 over the 20. Look at it, just perfectly riding. You find an entry over this where it breaks above that 302 marker here. And you could just ride it. Look at those dots right there. That's the 5 SMA. If you just got in and rode it, you could have rode it, and then look at, without fail, if you got a good entry, you could have rode it into the first collapse below here, but you're going to want to be careful when it's up here. But even if you got an entry back over here, right, you got in, and when it broke 302, if you got in the first candlestick closing below the 9 on the 5, that's obviously, it's a huge giving back of profits. But even so, $7 back here to $3, you could have just rode the 9 and got out. Obviously, you want to be careful of these warning signs when it starts kind of giving you some warning up here when it's overextended over the 9. But if you got your good entry and just rode the 9, you could have just rode the 9 and got out. So this is the stuff. This is, now again, Trade Ideas would have found this. It would have let us know if it wasn't on our watch list. But this is the stuff, again, this is something I wasn't even watching. But look at this. Someone was talking about this in our trade room. And that's all you're doing. You're going to take our watch list, you're going to come in our trade room, you're going to practice in your virtual account, you're going to come up, you're going to take, if you're new, our free courses. We have $3,000 worth of courses. It'll probably take you a couple months to go through them all, But again, we're saving you 3,000 bucks elsewhere. We tell you just, hey, pull up swing trading courses, day trading courses, research them online. They're going to sell you packages of 3,000 bucks. And then they're going to charge you 150 bucks a month to join somebody else's trade room. And we're giving it to you all for free. We are a donation-based community, so if you like what we offer and you want to give back to us, just click the donate button right up over here. We have donation options for as low as $10 a month, 25 bucks a month. We are not greedy. We're just looking for everybody to give a little bit, not everybody to give a lot. So if you like what we have to offer, again, a cost of 1 to 2 trades a month. It's really inexpensive. It just helps us to continue to grow because ideally we do not want to be membership based. We want to stay donation based because we're all about wanting to help you guys. So if you'd like to give back, we would greatly appreciate it. And pretty much last but not least, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of great content over here, as you can see, just massive amounts with just so much more coming. So again, stay tuned, guys. Sorry this video was longer. I haven't talked to you guys in a while, but I'll be starting to make more videos and putting out more content for you guys. So happy weekend and happy Trading Monday. Enjoy.